definite integrals, Riemann sum to integral. The limit n goes to infinity, summation I goes from 1 to n, 1 over 4 plus I over n squared times 2 over n represents an integral. Integral a to b f of x dx. What is this integral? Solution. So recall the Riemann sum formula, limit n goes to infinity, summation I goes from 1 to n, f of a plus I times b minus a over n times delta x, which is b minus a over n, is equal to limit n goes to infinity, summation I goes from 1 to n, f of xi delta x. That's equal to the definite integral a to b f of x dx. So here's your x naught. X1 is delta x units away from x naught. X2 is 2 delta x units away from x naught. Xi is I delta x units away from x naught. And xn, which is n delta x units away from x naught, gives you your b. So the x naught is a, the xn is b. What we're given is limit n goes to infinity, I goes from 1 to n, 1 over 4 plus I over n squared times 2 over n, and we want to turn this into a definite integral. Let's start with xi is equal to I over n. That means that x1 is 1 over n, x2 is 2 over n, x3 is 3 over n, and so on. Xi is I over n, and xn is n over n, which is 1, and that's equal to b. So let's put this up on this diagram. X1 is equal to 1 over n, so there is 1 over n. X2 is 2 over n. Xi is I over n. Xn is n over n, which is 1. Now the delta x here, delta x, is 1 minus 0 over n. So x naught is actually going to be 0. That's your a. So a is 0, b is equal to 1. The function f of xi is 1 over 4 plus xi squared. And that means the transformed function that we're going to use in the definite integral is going to be 1 over 4 plus x squared. So let's rewrite. Limit n goes to infinity, I goes from 1 to n, 1 over 4 plus I over n all squared times 2 over n. We're going to factor this 2 out, so 2 times I goes from 1 to n, 1 over 4 plus I over n squared times 1 over n. Now here we have f of xi. And we had to factor the 2 out because this is the real delta x. That's delta x. So what we have is limit n goes to infinity, I goes from 1 to n, 1 over 4 plus I over n all squared times 2 over n is equal to 2 times integral 0 to 1 over 4 plus x squared dx. This is a definite integral. So we've transformed the Riemann sum into this integral. Alright, thank you.